Good afternoon, San Benito County. I am David Westrick, the Public Information Officer here with an update as to where we are in our county's response to COVID-19. As you're aware, last month we issued a shelter-in-place order. It was intended to slow the spread of COVID-19. The local order is intended to complement the indefinite statewide shelter-in-place order issued by Governor Gavin Newsom in March. The goal of shelter-in-place is to flatten the curve to avoid a large number of cases all at once that would overwhelm the healthcare system and result in deaths that could have been prevented if the cases were spread out over time. The current numbers demonstrate that sheltering in place has helped slow the spread of COVID-19 in San Benito County. As of Sunday, May 3rd, San Benito County's local health order will expire, and residents will now be guided by the governor's stay-at-home order. As a reminder, the San Benito County Public Health Officer's face covering order is still in effect. Allowing the local shelter-in-place order to expire will remove any confusion about differences between the two orders. Locally, this transition will allow our staff and elected officials to focus on planning for a phased reopening. We'll be working in partnership with local governments, the healthcare system, businesses, other stakeholders, and regional and state partners. Our county remains under Governor Newsom's statewide shelter-in-place order until further notice. The state order permits critical workers in 13 sectors to work and allows people to leave their homes for essential needs such as food, medicines, and health care. Other workers and non-essential activities are prohibited by the state order. Because we are still under the state's order to stay at home, we do not have the ability to make a local decision about when to reopen. You can find some answers to frequently asked questions about the state order on the state website at www.covid19.ca.gov. Our public health staff will continue to receive questions about the state order from local businesses and residents. Businesses that remain open or permitted under the governor's order are still requested to develop, post, adhere to physical distancing protocols provided on the county's community health page under guidance at sbchelps.us. Moving forward, our San Benito County Public Health Department is focused on working with community and regional partners to build local capabilities necessary for an eventual safe reopening. We are very excited to work with our business community, our local cities, and other stakeholders to determine the safety precautions we can put in place when businesses gradually start to reopen. These will include things like face coverings, possibly temperature checks, and others, but there is much work still to be done. We are not out of the woods. While the number of new cases each day is low, this is because we are sheltering in place. Once the state order is relaxed, more cases will occur as in-person interactions increase. To ensure that public health is able to prevent the spread of coronavirus and protect vulnerable populations, we have to be able to quickly identify everyone who's come into close contact with confirmed cases while they were infectious, and then test these contacts and separate them from others. This contact tracing work is labor intensive, but absolutely critical to prevent a surge in cases. We don't yet have enough trained workers to do the job. This is where we are currently putting much of our attention and rapidly expanding our tracing staff. The state is also doing a lot of work in this area, including an online training academy. In closing, because we're still under the state's order to stay at home, we currently don't have the ability to make a local decision about when to reopen. Governor Newsom made it clear this week that initial loosening of stay-at-home orders to allow some business to reopen will be made by him and for the entire state. Until then, we must stay at home. If we do not stay at home, the timeline for statewide reopening could be delayed. As we await the statewide green light, we are making progress locally. We'll continue to share updates, work with all of you, and by the time the governor is ready to relax the statewide order, San Benito County and our partners will be able to hit the ground running with the proactive work we are doing as a community together. Thank you very much.